Hello everyone, this is Craig Chamberlain with the PCM Tech Help Show at PCMTechHelp.com, and in today's video we're going to talk about 5 tips that are going to make your YouTube channel a huge success. Now, I've been doing YouTube for quite some time and I get this question a lot. How do I make my YouTube channel successful? How do I get viewers? How do I get subscribers? How do I get all these things? And a lot of people try to come up with these gimmicky ways to do it, but I'm going to sit down here, I'm going to explain to you there's a very simple process you need to follow. And it's not unlike many of the things you might have heard in passing, but the hard part's just kind of doing it. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, as you can see, I have here my YouTube channel. It's just a basic layout. It's not anything that fancy. I have 5,589 subscribers, 1,250,000 views. Now, of course, no matter how hard you work at it, you're going to wish you had more of everything. That's typically normal. But first and foremost, you got to make sure that you have an identifying logo, something that really represents what you are. And if you look at all the top names in YouTube, it's much like the previous video I just did on Empire Avenue. You got to make sure you have a logo that people are willing to follow. Typically, in social networks or any kind of following media, you look at the most successful people and they'll have a logo of themselves, a picture of themselves in their logo, and rather than a brand. For the longest time, I just branded my YouTube channel, and that was probably the least effective thing I could have done when I was first establishing my brand. So make sure that you have a good logo for your own personal logo. The second most important thing is to choose a good YouTube channel name. Now, in my case, I screwed up right out of the box. I had PC Michiana Tech Help Show. I'm from Michiana, so Michiana was the word I used. Originally, I just made this as a local thing, and it kind of became something bigger. So as you can see, I'm stuck with this URL up here now. It's youtube.com/user/PC Michiana, which really kind of stinks because I've actually changed my brand since then to PCMTechHelp.com, and you can obviously find my website at PCMTechHelp.com as well as at the channel. So this is technically the PCM Tech Help Show, but as you can see, I ran into this issue. So that's the second best thing I can advise you to do. Just make sure that you come up with a very clear name and make sure that that name conveys exactly what you're all about. Third most important thing is make sure you have a good about on your page. You have a good description here. As you can see on your channel here, if you go to it, you can go to your settings in the upper left-hand corner. This is the new layout for it. And then you might not have all the options that I have, but you can go through here and make sure that you're actually adding the proper settings to your channel. Most importantly, I think you should really add something here in your info and settings category. And you can, of course, add the title of whatever your channel is. I'm actually going to change it to PCM Tech Help while we're talking about this. And then you can choose your default tab. I chose Featured tab because it's most appropriate for mine. You may choose Videos tab if you want it to show just your most recent uploads. You might choose Feed tab if you want to see your comment streams. And Store tab if you want to show like it's a complete layout of what they can buy and things like that from your channel. So really kind of decide what's best for your channel here. Featured is obviously all your featured playlists. In my case, that was the case because I had a no, these are most recent videos uploaded is what I decided to put on here. So you can see my most recent featured videos, and then on the right-hand side I have my playlists. So I organized a lot of my things in playlists, so I decided to just do it this way. So it kind of depends on which route you want to go. Now for tags, this is what people might type into the search engine to find you, so make sure you're pretty descriptive on that. And then you want to, when you're finished, of course, click Done Editing, and it'll update your channel appropriately. Now, of course, we haven't actually talked about videos yet. Now, you'll hear this over and over and over again. Now, we've talked about our first 3 tips, of course. We talked about making sure you got a good logo, making sure that you actually have a name that conveys what you're about and what you're looking for. And then thirdly, we want to make sure that you got your settings set up right on your channel so that it conveys the same message on your channel of what you're for. Now we're going to talk about actually making your videos. Audio, man. Audio is like the most important thing. Don't hesitate to invest in something a little pricey, and they're not even that expensive anymore. I bought a Blue Snowball microphone. It works wonders. It improved my audio quality a millionfold. Just go back and watch my original videos to find out how badly it actually fixed it. And so in this particular case, it boosted my audio performance significantly. Now I do have a video on how to screen capture in 720p. I'll go ahead and put a link into it below, and you can do high definition screen recording if that's what you want to do. But cameras aren't that expensive. You can use your cell phone camera, that's fine, but audio is kind of what the most important factor is. So if you're going to capture a video, make sure that you use your audio. Second most important thing when you're making videos that people will follow, make sure it's something people want to hear. Use a good title, something people would click on. I'm amazed at how many people do not do this. Of course, you can use something like a keyword tool. If you go to google.com/keywords or keyword tool, I think it is. Let's just do keyword. Let's just Google keyword tool. Google.com, sorry about this, keyword tool. And you can actually use this to find out what titles people might be typing in if you don't know. A real popular one that I heard actually was if you don't use this tool, just type in a word here and it'll come up with used titles. You can use Yahoo or Google, and if you start typing, like for example, this is YouTube channel, you'll notice that the auto recommendations, these are actually the most commonly typed in screens. So this is searches. So you can actually start typing in whatever your phrase is and pick a title that way. But I'm amazed at how few people actually spend time coming up with a title that people would click on. So make sure you do that, okay? And of course we talked about the audio. So you have a good title. Lastly, on that part, make sure you have a good description of your video. If I go to this video and I scroll down to here to show more, there should be a good description of that video that kind of lays out everything. Now this will show up when you get YouTube results too, so if people are typing something into YouTube, this description will help Google identify what your video is all about. Of course, you want to share it with your friends, your family, and all that, but don't rely on them heavily. Fifth most important thing to building your YouTube channel, and I hate to say this, patience. Patience, patience, patience. I'm going to bring up my analytics here real quick, and we're going to go down to wait a minute. I can't show you that screen. We're going to go down to, that's why it's zoomed in all the way, by the way. I'm going to go down to views, and I'm going to show you my view reports. And we're going to show my view reports for lifetime of my channel, and I'm going to show you how my channel has actually grown over the lifetime of my channel. Because to be honest with you, it took time. Now here's my chart, okay? This is what you really need to look at. The first month, I got at most, these are entire views out of all my videos. In an entire month, I got maybe 100 views, okay? And then the next month, I got 200 views. And then the next month, I got 400 views. And then the next month, I got 600, 800 views. You're following this pattern here, but it took months. This is 2009, August 2009, all the way up to January, February, March, April, May 2012. Oh my goodness, I've been doing that long. But today, I get approximately 3,000 views, which honestly isn't that many a day, compared to years ago where I only got 49 views a day. Patience and consistency are everything, okay? This is everything with building your YouTube channels. Do not bounce around with the types of videos you do. Establish what you want to do it all the time, and be passionate about what it is that you're doing, and then make sure that you are consistent and you do it all the time. Okay, or as much as you can. Either way, the views will come if you're passionate and you're conveying some information that somebody might want to hear. It might even be information people don't want to hear. You know, it doesn't matter. Okay, you're making a consistent message, and eventually people will find you and they will follow you. And of course, using other external medias, if you want to do number 6 as a bonus for building up your YouTube channel. Number 6 would be, of course, to go out there and promote it as well as you can. You can use tools like Empire Avenue. I did the video in my my previous video on this video, whatever. You can go back there, you can use a tool like Empire Avenue to help promote your site. You can use Facebook, you can use Twitter. There's plenty of guides out there for all these software packages. But again, that's more time-consuming stuff. Remember, content is key. Content drives viewers. Information that people want to listen to or want to read about or share with their friends drives viewers. I'm a very weak YouTube channel compared to most of the channels out there. I can tell you that with extreme confidence. There's a lot of reasons for that, and I'm well aware of those reasons. But I'm always working on it. It's going to be always an evolving process. So that's all there is to this video. Those are 5 essential strategies in order to, I mean, there were some bonus ones in there. 5 essential strategies to growing your YouTube channel, making it into a massive phenomena. I don't know if it will make it into a massive phenomenon, but you got to make sure that you follow these very basic tips so that you can actually succeed on YouTube. And I get this question a lot. So, I mean, really, the most important thing, like I said, is patience, man. Patience, 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 consistency, and passion. That's what drives everything on YouTube. You look at the best YouTubers out there, that's what it is. Those are the people who are making it right now. They're making a living doing it. And, you know, don't do it for the money. Don't do it for the views. Don't do it for the subscribers. Do it for you. Do what you love. Now, I've gone on a rant. I've drugged this video out long enough. As always, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook as well. I'm Craig Chamberlain. We also have the PCM Tech Help Show on Facebook as well. You can find us on there. And you can also follow me on Twitter. I'm at Craig Chamberlain. I use my own personal Twitter for all this stuff. And you can follow me on, what, YouTube? I think that's what everybody's using these days. You can subscribe. And then stay tuned. There's plenty more videos ahead. Thanks again.